author get an agent?
Well, that's not an easy question to answer because it depends on circumstances as much as anything. If you're writing commercial fiction, you have to have an agent. You can't get published otherwise. And if on the other extreme you're writing library nonfiction, you'll never be able to get an agent. So you have to do your own submissions. In between those two extremes, there's a range of possibilities. Some people who write picture books have agents, some don't. Some people who write the less commercial fiction have agents, some don't. And you really have to decide what works for you. It's a little complicated for that reason.
If you could name a couple of things that published or unpublished could do to advance their career. I know that's two different ways to go, but right. let's try for the unpublished.
Well, for unpublished authors, I think there are at least two things they need to do. They need to get themselves out into the wider community of writers. I often get contacted by people on the Purple Crayon who've started writing, and they may even have been writing for some time, and they're writing in complete isolation. And they have no way really of assessing where they are or what the possibilities for them are. If they belong to an organization like the SCBWI, if they go get involved in a critique group, then they can start understanding the context in which they're working. The second thing that they should be doing, if they aren't already, is reading. And I mean specifically recently published books in the genre in which they're writing. Again, a lot of the people who I hear from at the Purple Crayon, they haven't read a children's book since they were children. And that's not going to work.
Okay. What about for published authors? What can they do to advance their careers in this economic climate?
Well, I'm assuming that they are already connected to the wider community. But I would say one thing that they can do has really been the subject of the retreat that we've been having, and that is to find ways to get involved with the children's literature community online, find ways to get connected to their audience, and not blatantly promote themselves, but become a presence and someone that people can find and talk to and hear about. So the days are long gone when an author simply worked at home, maybe went out and did some school visits. Now that the web is out there, there's no reason not to have some kind of presence on it. You really have to.
Great. Thank you so much, Harold. I really appreciate it.